Well, hello there. Welcome back to another video from the BrickShed. My name is Noah. If you're new to the channel, I run a Bricklink and Brickhouse store with my friend Harrison, who still hasn't made an appearance on all of these wonderful videos. But I run a Bricklink and Brickhouse store as well as eBay. We sell on eBay and we sell at markets and stuff as well. So if you check out the previous video, you'll actually see us selling at one of those markets. But I do this YouTube thing just to kind of show people about what it's like running a Lego store online full-time. So I do this full-time. I quit my job about 9 months ago, and this is what I do now. So it's really, really fun. Now, I'm not sure what this week's going to have in store for you. We don't have anything crazy planned for it, but we have to film stuff. So I'm hopping on just to say hello. We're going to get straight into some work. Our contractor will be here shortly in about 10 minutes. He's going to be packing orders like normal. Hopefully he packs and ships all the current orders that we've got. We don't have too many. I think there's about 15 for him to do, but that's his job. And then for me, I've done a big tidy up today. I've still got to do some vacuuming, but we've got some more things to do. I want to get into some uploading. I want to do a little bit of animal uploading as well as get through a package that has arrived. The other thing that we've got to do is we got a bunch of Bricklink orders that have actually arrived to us to complete a bunch of sets. So I'm actually probably going to start by doing those, and I'll show you what sets that I complete from them, and I'll bag those up and list those too. So let's get straight into some work. I'll jump on when I have something interesting to say. Alright, we're back. We have processed all of those Bricklink orders that we got in, and we've completed some really nice sets. It's a bit disappointing that we weren't able to get them completed before Bendigo, but they're completed now, so I'm going to be able to bag them up now and get them up for sale. So, better late than never, I suppose, but really some killer sets here that have been sitting up on top of the filing cabinet for quite some time. The two big boxes down here are the Hogwarts Castle, the really big one, as well as the really big Diagon Alley. Those two are both complete sets, which is absolutely fantastic. The other really big set is we've got our first Batmobile completed. We have a second one coming. I believe I have the box for this set as well. I have the box for the Hogwarts Castle and Diagon Alley as well, which is up there. Alright, and then getting into the smaller sets, that is a bundle of Friends sets, so they're nothing crazy, but still some great stuff to have at markets. I've got a little Star Wars set as well as a Monster Fighter set too. So yeah, really good to get some more stuff completed. We're going to get these all bagged up nicely in our cellophane bags. Hopefully we've got enough cellophane bags, because I have to make an order for them anyway. I'm going to get these done, and I'll show you off. I'll show them all off when I'm finished. Well, that took quite a long time, actually a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, but all of those sets have all been bagged up and uploaded to the inventory. It took a hot second, that's for sure. It takes longer than you think. We did have one set, which is just here, which didn't make the cut. I didn't realize that the instructions in it were damaged, and I'm pretty sure I can get them, so if I couldn't get the instructions, then I would have just listed it without them, but I'm pretty sure I can, so I'm holding off on listing and bagging that up just yet. But we'll take you through these sets. So the three big ones, of course, there's the Diagon Alley set. 2 bags. We've got all the big colours in that main bag with the instruction booklets as the kind of front cover, and then we've got all the smaller colours with all of those tons of minifigures in that set, that's for sure, all bagged up. And every set has got the missing a piece or notice an issue sticker, which has our email on it. So if people purchase these at our markets, then they have a way to contact us if there is an issue. And a barcode with the price as well, which is on all of them. Hogwarts Castle, again, main colours, or most of the colours are in there, and then the 2 really big colours have been bagged separately just because. And this is our biggest cellophane bag, and it's pretty big, so I'm surprised that it didn't all fit. And then the Batmobile here for $4.50 just fit into that really, really big bag. It's got the minifigures on the back as well. Then all of those Friend sets that we did, looking really nice. And then our Star Wars Snowspeeder, as well as that small Monster Fighters set. But looking really, really good, that's for sure. There's some more of that beautiful packaging. All of our used sets get bagged like this in cellophane bags, color sorted, and then minifigures get bagged separately as well. And sometimes the specialty parts like sticker pieces, as you can see in the top there, get bagged as well. But all of those have been uploaded to the inventory for a total of $1,795, which is pretty damn awesome. Now, all of these small sets will get put into the A drawers, but I have no idea where I'm going to put the Harry Potter sets as well as the Batmobile. I'm going to have to find a spot. See, I'd usually put it onto the shelf, but even there, that doesn't fit. So I'll have to find another spot for them. But anyway, that's all done. We're going to move on to something else. I probably won't do any more filming tonight. And tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I'm out pretty much all day, so I probably won't do any filming then. But we'll be back at it again on Thursday. So I'll see you then. Alrighty then. So as you can see, we've already got a bunch more boxes that have been dropped off. So we had a bunch of categories dropped off, a lot of smaller ones. So this box right here is all curved and rounded plates. As you can see in that top bag, there's all hundreds, thousands of studs. We have tiled slopes. We've got Bionicle. We've got large Technic. We have inverted slopes, windows and doors, modified bricks. There's the large Technic. But as you can see, this is how we get stuff dropped off. It's all bagged up, and then we get emailed a file, a Brickstore file, with all of these parts in it. And that number there is to let us know what file it's in. But some really awesome stuff. We're really excited to get all of this stuff up to the store. That's all the damaged stuff that got dropped off with it, so we'll have to donate all of that to our wonderful guy who gives that away to kids in need. But this is really, really awesome. We've got a lot more work to get through. It's been a while since I've done some uploading. Our lot count has suffered drastically over the last couple of weeks due to Bendigo bricks, as well as me going away. So really, really excited to fill all of these empty drawers that are sticking out at the moment, because we've got to get some parts into this inventory so you guys can buy them. So not only that, but the shed is again messy. Yesterday, some Ziploc bags started to get sorted. There's some orders that got packed last night. We have another contractor coming in today at 3:30. He will ship those orders there, as well as packing any outstanding orders that have come through since. But today, I think, I'm going to go through all of these figures. There's a lot of them, and I'll try to do a couple of time lapses for them. We'll share some values, because I'm sure there'll be some really, really good stuff in there, and I'm sure there'll be some very valuable things. So I want to get all of those uploaded. We still have labels to do our figures, and we can fill some of that space in those figure drawers that we lost over at Bendigo, because we did sell a bunch of figures over there. So it'll be really good to fill some of that stuff up. The other thing I really need to do is go through all of these animals. So I've got to do that too. There's all the sets that got bagged up the other day. They're all fantastic. Really, really massive things. So they couldn't fit in our A drawers. So we cleared off some space up there. We moved all of those boxes over, and that has all been uploaded. All of this stuff, which I didn't show, a bunch of sealed sets that we got uploaded as well. So this is kind of some dribs and drags that have just been sitting around in the shed that I finally managed to get uploaded. Anyway, we're going to go through all of this, as well as the other thing I have to do today, which I keep remembering more things I have to do. This package came in the mail, which is our new printer. So I'll have to set that up as well. That is a thermal printer that allows us to print on A4 sheets of paper, and being able to print our international labels larger now, which was a bit of a pain, because the international labels on those A6 labels that come out of the Dymo printer are not that big, and we'd like to get them a little bigger than that. Anyway, we're going to jump straight into some work. We're going to get these figures uploaded. Contractor will be here in a couple of hours too, so we've got lots to do. We've got a little bit of a tidy up to do as well. Always tidying up here. Anyway, let's get back to it. all of these figures have been finished processing. Now we've got a really, really unfortunate thing that's happened, is that all of these figures here are all damaged. They all have some sort of damage, whether it's a nick in the head or a crack in the torso. There's something wrong with all of them. The figures and figure parts in those two containers are just incomplete figures, but still in good condition. And then that is just a bag of city parts. But really, really disappointing with the amount of figures. It's about 30% of the whole lot that's been damaged. I've sent the seller a message, and we'll work something out. But this is really, really upsetting. It's probably looking likely that I'm going to have to send it all back. So the many hours of work that I've spent fixing all these figures up will have gone to waste. So a bit disappointed, that's for sure. Anyway, that's really it. That's all that's happened. I'm probably going to do some uploading of parts because I haven't done that in a while. But I'll check in with you tomorrow morning. It is getting a bit late here. I'm not sure if I'll do any more YouTube tonight, but I'll definitely talk to you tomorrow. I'm just going through my animals at the moment. Those last few bits that I didn't finish before Bendigo Bricks, and getting ready to upload them all. And I absolutely love it when this kind of thing happens. But I was going through it, and I got this golden dragon, and I saw this little thing poking out, and I had to actually pull it out before. It was not stuck, but it was stuck. Now it's not. But it's just a black, one of those black rangefinders or antennas. It's not the rangefinder. It's the other one. I can't remember the exact what it's. I think it might be called a floodlight. And in black, this is like $3, and I know it's not a lot of money, but still, it's really cool to find these because you don't find them that often. So, just kind of fun, something fun, some interesting find. But otherwise, these animals are doing really well. We've just sorted them into part type, and I'm currently working out which ones I'm going to bag up for markets and conventions, and which ones I'm just going to upload into the into inventory drawers, into just standard orange drawers. So we at conventions we'll do things like this for the larger animals, and I want to do it for some of the smaller animals, if not all of them. But I just need to figure out a way to do it where it's sustainable and efficient and all that. So currently workshopping some stuff for that. Those figures that we were looking at before are all bagged up there. Unfortunately, we're having to send them all back. So the few hours that I spent sorting those have all been wasted, which is a bit unfortunate. And it will probably take a month before we get our money back for those, because we're going to have to start a PayPal claim, which is a bit unfortunate. So I'm just working through all of these. I'll keep going, and I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Alright, well, as you can see, the shed is a ridiculous mess at the moment, but let's take you through some stuff. So, over here we're working with, so this is the box of sets that we're currently compiling to send out to our inventory specialists. Our inventory specialists are currently working on some really big UCS sets. They recently dropped off those really big sets as well, the Diagon Alley and the Hogwarts Castle, which I just finished, and I showed off that recently, us bagging that all up. But they're currently working on a lot, and they're going to drop it off in about a week. So I need to start putting together a bunch of other sets. So most of these we already had, but Charlie dropped off the Dom's Charger as well as a couple of smaller sets down there. There's a bunch of sets from a bunch of themes. Don't mind the rubbish. He also dropped off all of this here, which is just bulk. Nothing crazy. And what I'm currently working on is just some parts that are being filed. This is the stuff that Adam dropped off. He's one of our members, which reminds me, if you're not a member of the YouTube channel and you're interested in supporting us and giving us some, I don't know, a couple bucks a month, buy me a coffee kind of thing, please do. There will be a join button for you on that screen somewhere down below as well, and it definitely does help, and it definitely supports us. On the note of YouTube, our special announcement video just came out, letting you all know that our podcast, Brick by Brick, with Jason and Richie from Yellow Brick Road and Kiwi Brick Exchange, will be live tomorrow, because it is Sunday tomorrow, so that's going live on the Brick by Brick podcast YouTube channel, which there'll be a link for that channel in the description below. Please go check it out, because if you love Lego, if you love Bricklink, if you love the BrickShed, if you love Yellow Brick Road, and you love Kiwi Brick Exchange, you'll definitely love the Brick by Brick podcast. Anyway, so we're working on these for Adam at the moment, which we're just getting a last 6 months price. There's also a bag of figures in there that I need to work through as well, so we can get him some money. This stuff here, we got dropped off by Philip, so these are both sealed. The Kingdom set below is very badly damaged, as you can see. And then that's Kingdom Battle Pack is really expensive, actually. That's also sealed, which is great. There's a little bit of wear around the edge, but nothing crazy. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those, because they're a bit of a weirder sell, and they're kind of harder to move. But nonetheless, we'll do our best. Another set that I've got to disassemble and chuck into that box to go to our set inventory specialists is this Space Police Command Center, I believe, which is really awesome. Some more bulk there. That's all bulk. Box of instruction booklets. It's kind of everywhere at the moment. More really cool bulk here. Lots of Harry Potter parts in there. More bit of bulk. Here we go. There's a bit of more bulk there. It's just kind of everywhere at the moment. I just kind of, wherever I had space, I chucked it down. I'm going to have to sort it out all today. And then, over here, we have The Simpsons house, which is absolutely awesome. A killer set. So I will have to work through that soon. I'm going to put that into the box over there for sets to be inventoried. But tons of stuff. I can't remember if I did show you off the stuff that he dropped off. I think I did. But yeah, that's all sitting there as well in those boxes and those boxes. So we've got lots to work through. That is a for sure ski. Our cataloger did also drop off the webcam and light box, which is just the same as the one on my desk, which I'll probably put on the other side of the desk for our part-time workers who work in the shed, because he's not using it anymore until I find another cataloger. Which reminds me, I did just list a job listing on the what do you call it? The Australian Bricklink owners page, as well as the local Geelong page, for wanted a cataloger. Put out a job listing. We're also looking for another part-time worker in the shed, so kind of growing our team. That's for sure. That's for sure. Anyway, all of that is stuff that I have to deal with. All the bulk is going to be boxed up, poured, emptied out of there. Anything in Ziploc bags, they'll just be emptied, put into really big containers, and we'll weigh it up. So I've got a rough understanding of how much we have. I'll chuck it into a spreadsheet because we're looking at sending out bulk again to be sorted. So we'll need a couple of 100 kilos for that. So we'll need a tally of what we've got. So I'm going to start that process. We've got the bulk that we picked up at Bendigo, which is in there. There's some Bionicle bulk there. So all of that is going to be chucked into a box as well. But I'm going to keep going through my stuff. I've got to do some uploading. I'm going to upload these parts here, upload those figures, send Adam his money, maybe try to figure out what I'm going to do with those sets. Lots to do, that's for sure. All right, I'm going to get back to work, and I'll talk to you when I have something interesting to say. So, we are starting to kind of get this stuff in order. I've gotten those big kind of tubs down that we purchased a little while ago from Bunnings, and I'm just kind of sorting out all of our bulk. So I've put together all of the bulk that we had in the shed that I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's always more bulk to be around. I'm sure I'll find another tub, buried under there somewhere. But I'm pretty sure I've got it all, and I've got it down into those 2 tubs, and they are full. They are jam-packed. I'm not sure how much they weigh, but I'm guessing that's going to be about 50 kilos right there. Maybe a bit less, maybe 40. And then I'm just starting the next tub up there, just the parts that I'm kind of finding about. I'm putting bulky parts into this tub here because I don't want to send that out to be sorted, because that's just, that might be a kilo there. I don't want to pay somebody, whatever it is, $15 to sort that, because there's 5 parts there. So I pulled out the bulky parts, which I can list manually. Also, bulky parts tend to be damaged, so most of those actually are damaged that I'll get rid of. Phil, who came by before, which I told you about, he gave us the Simpsons house and a couple of other things. He takes all of our damaged parts and gives them away. So I gave him a big box of damaged parts, and I'm starting another box now. Found a couple of bits and pieces around. The other thing that I've been doing is uploading kind of the odd parts that have been lying around. Some of those parts that Charlie dropped off just before have been dealt with. So there was a tub over here. There was parts on my desk that were that I was in process of. They have all been uploaded. So we've uploaded a couple of 100 new lots. But what am I working on now? Let's have a look. Well. If you have a look here, they are looking absolutely amazing. Look at those studs. Absolutely stunning work right here. So, Charlie brought a bunch of studs for me, and I thought, let's get some stuff together. Let's put this up. Let's upload these. And then I realized that all the categories that got dropped off to me, one of them was round plates. And I didn't get him to file all the round studs because some of them are really, really high quantities, like all of these. So I get him to just bag them, and I can count them here with my counting scales. So I counted them all up, and I've put them all together. So now we have a ton of studs. So I've compiled some of the ones from our bulk and some of the ones that we just got given. Let's have a look at the computer here. So I've made a file. There's a lot. There is a total of 10,362 parts here. That's a 10K part upload. That is absolutely ridiculous. We've made an Instagram story because it's absolutely phenomenal, and this is probably going to be the thumbnail of the video. I've sent Jason a message from Kiwi Brick Exchange because I know just recently he did 10,000 parts in a week, and he was like, oh my gosh, that was a lot of work. And I sent him a message saying 10,000 parts in one upload. Obviously, all I had to do was put them onto a counting scale and put the number into a spreadsheet. So there wasn't much work involved. I had to separate like 2 colors. That's literally it, which took like 15 minutes or something. So 10,000 parts in 15 minutes. I'm pretty pleased by that. In regards to value-wise, we are looking at $625 here for our prices. So that's a little more than last 6 months. I think last 6 months is closer to 500. But tons and tons of stuff. The highest quantity ones, of course, are the trans red, which is at 1,200, followed by red at 750 and black at 750 and light bluish grey at 750. Value-wise, the best ones here are the dark red, which is there, sitting at 15 cents a piece. So that is $62 in that bag there. And then followed closely behind 14 cents for those dark blue. That's $87 there because there's more of them. But a really awesome upload. 10,000 pieces in one day. In one upload. 10,000 pieces in one upload is pretty ridiculous. All right, let's get back to work. Good morning from the BrickShed. It's Sunday morning here, and episode 1 of the Brick by Brick podcast, starting our Bricklink journeys, has gone live. It's currently premiering, so people are watching it live for the first time when it aired from 12 p.m, which is really awesome. There's a couple people watching it at the moment. I think there's 7 people. Yeah, we've got 7 people watching it live, but hopefully a lot more people watch it after as well. But that's really exciting. I'm glad to see it here. So, what am I doing today? Well, contractor will be here in about 30 minutes at 12:30. And he is just going to be packing orders and then probably doing some more uploading, which is absolutely fantastic. I've moved some stuff around because I needed to clear up the alleyways because there were boxes all here last night. So I've kind of moved some stuff around, but there's all the bulk. So I told you about how I filled all of these. I'm going to show you how full they really are. As you can see, they are full. Like, I jammed them packed full of stuff, and we'll start that one as well. So here is our contractor setup. So I've pulled out the padded mailers and the Australian Post boxes so he's ready to start shipping from there when he gets ready. I've moved the printer over to his side. Oh, and we set up our new printer, which is very tiny, and I was not expecting it to look like that. But that's a thermal printer, so it doesn't require any ink. It's got special paper, which is sitting up over the top there, and I can print my international labels from there now, so that's really, really handy. Of course, it only prints in black and white, unfortunately. For me, what am I working on right now? I'm just trying to get all the odd jobs done. That's what I'm working through. I'm not going to do anything crazy big today, but my goal is to maybe upload those instruction booklets, upload these odd pieces, finish uploading those friends animals. But right now I'm working through some stickers. This sticker sheet being quite nice, the Emerald Knight set sticker sheet. Didn't have all the stickers on it, so I can't sell it as a sticker sheet. But what I'm doing is I'm removing all the stickers and putting them onto their parts. And I'm making a brick store file. So I'm going to work through these sticker sheets. Anything that's not worth it, I won't do. I'll just throw out. But and there's a couple of complete sticker sheets as well, so I'll be able to list those. But we're working through this. Then we'll do some instruction booklets, finish off the animals, odd bits and pieces that are kind of floating around that need to be done. Maybe some containers on the desk as well that are sitting over there with minifigure parts in them as well. Opal needs to get off the desk, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm going to get back to it. I'll probably won't talk to you until the end of the day because our contractor will be here, and I don't really want to do recording while he's here. So I'm going to get back to getting these parts uploaded and building up the lot count. Hello, lovely people. Unfortunately, it is that time again, and we're coming to an end of another vlog. I'm sorry that it was such a quick one this week. We're looking at, I think, close to 30 minutes, roughly. I'm calling it short because usually we get over 30 minutes. I remember I was averaging over an hour at one point, so I think 30 minutes is definitely a better time. But I would like to hear from you to see if you would like longer videos or the 30 minutes a week is good. Hopefully I can put out some more specialized videos soon as well. I am just getting back into the groove of things, so that is taking it out of me, that's for sure. And getting back into uploading, you know, we had Bendigo Bricks the other week, and we had I went away for a week, and, you know, lots of things have been happening, so having to, you know, get back into a groove and stuff and whatnot has been tricky. But we are working on it. So, in regards to what's happened at the BrickShed in the past couple of days, because it is Tuesday currently, which is a couple of days after I would have liked to end the vlog. Should have ended it on Sunday, but Tuesday is fine. So the last couple of days I have just been getting all the odd jobs finished. There has been a bunch of stuff on my desk, which I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks, and I've just been continuing to work through those and getting that random stuff uploaded into the store. The other day I did stickers. I have a tub. I used to have a tub of stickers because they're all gone now. Half-used sticker sheets, and I went through them and I decided which stickers I wanted to apply to pieces and upload, which ones were worth it. Pretty much just everything that wasn't City. So anything that wasn't City I did, and like Technic, like some of the those random small Technic sets that have a billion stickers. I didn't do those either. The rest of the stickers that were half-used I threw out because I didn't want to have to worry about putting them on an eBay auction or just deal with them. So out of sight, out of mind. So they got thrown out. But I did upload probably like $200 worth of stickers, and I only uploaded a couple of, like, not many. I mean, it took me a little while, but not many stickers at all. But we did have a partial sticker sheet for the Emerald Knight, and I got a bunch of stickers from that. There was only like 4 stickers missing from the sheet, so I weighed up just listing the sheet missing 4 stickers, but I worked it out that I'd make more money by listing them with the stickered part, because in Australia there was no other people in Australia who had the stickers that I was listing, so we have listed them for a considerable markup, just because we can, being that I'm the only person in Australia who has them. The other thing is I have a lot of them, so it's not like I just have one. I've got most, so that was quite handy, and that was a good. I think I got like almost $100 for just those pieces. Otherwise, I finished a couple more sets recently. Nothing interesting. I finished a second Batmobile, so you saw one of them in this vlog, and I finished the second one, and I finished a Star Wars set, just an X-Wing, nothing crazy. No more things have been dropped off. Contractors have been in and out for the past couple of days. I did put out a job post, so I'm just giving you a recap. Put out a job post for contractor for cataloging, because the cataloger who just dropped off all of the stuff recently is taking a year off from cataloging for us. So I need to find somebody else to fill in his shoes. Now I've got a bunch of stuff planned for this week and for the weeks coming, because we have some interesting things planned. But unfortunately, you are going to have to wait a week to hear about it, because I'm not going to reveal it at the end of this video, but I will hint at a possible large-ish purchase that might be coming up. More on that in next week's vlog. Now, otherwise, things are going really well here at the BrickShed. Sales are not the greatest. They're not up. Pretty average at the moment. But that definitely has something to do with my uploading schedule, because I have not been uploading very well. So that definitely shows that uploading consistently is the key to your growth on Bricklink. If I have to give any tip to a new Bricklink seller or even an old Bricklink seller, any Bricklink seller, the key is consistently uploading new pieces, new lots, variety in your store. If you're really, really big and you're focusing on item count, then throw that out the window and do whatever you'd like. But if you're just a hobby seller but still want to make a little bit of money, consistently uploading new parts, very key. I have noticed that we are running a bit low on minifigure pieces as well, so I'm going to look into maybe making a few more minifigure part purchases. Thank you to everyone for those who tuned into the Brick by Brick podcast on Sunday, 2 days ago. I think we did pretty well. We've got over 100 subscribers already on that channel in 2 days or something. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. And just another reminder, if you haven't subscribed and if you haven't gone and checked out Brick by Brick, there will be a link in the top of the description to that channel. Please go and support us. It is myself, Richie from the Yellow Brick Road, and Kiwi from Kiwi Brick... Jason from Kiwi Brick Exchange. Apologies, Jason. I know you'll be watching this video. Sorry about that. But please go and check it out. If you like my content and you haven't seen Jason's or Richie's, they do similar stuff to what I do. They are Bricklink YouTubers. So go check them out if you haven't. But if you do know who they are, then you'll know that they're great and they make some great content. So just imagine watching a video from me, Richie, and Jason. I mean, that's literally it. And it's just us talking all things Bricklink. We're hoping to do some really interesting things with that podcast. And we've got a plan to film and post the second one maybe in a couple of weeks. So that will be really exciting. But potentially maybe doing it once a month or once every 2 months. We don't want to needle ourselves into agreeing to do a podcast just because it would be into like making commitments that we can't keep. So we're leaving it up in the air at the moment, but we will try our best to get as much content out to you guys as possible. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here because I've been rambling on for almost 7 minutes now. So thank you very much for tuning into another video. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. We have passed 1,000 subscribers, but we'd love to keep going. Comment what you'd like to see more of. I know somebody said in their comments recently that they wanted to see more of the actual pieces of the Lego, so I did try to do a little bit of that in this week's vlog, but I will attempt to do more of that in the coming vlogs. Otherwise, thanks again. I'll see you all in the next one. We'll talk soon. See ya.